Hello everyone, I welcome you all for the lecture series videos of hydraulics and pneumatics. In the previous series videos, we have discussed about the rotary actuator. Under rotary actuator, we have a gear motor. For gear motor, we have external gear motor and internal gear. And the next motor is a vane motor. Vane motor is also, we have two categories. One is unbalanced vane motor and the second one is balanced vane motor. So in this video, we are going to discuss about unbalanced vane motor. So why it is called a vane motor? So vane is a mechanical element that is used in motor. So that's why it is called a vane motor. Instead of gear teeth, we are using a vane. It is a structural member which is subjected against the spring force or hydraulic force, which will make an extension and retraction according to the rotation of the center rotor. So the unbalanced vane motor is used to produce a rotary motion for different speeds and different torque ranges, and this can be used in most of the power hydraulic systems to make an rotary motion. So let us discuss about the constructional features of the unbalanced vane. So why it is called an unbalanced vane motor? Here the forces are not perfectly balanced in this motor, so that's why it is called the unbalanced vane motor. So coming to the construction, it has an outer casing which acts as a security for the internal rotating component. So inside the casing, we have a ring, cam ring, and inside the cam ring, we have vanes. So these vanes may be a spring-loaded vanes or hydraulically loaded vanes. So once it is a spring-loaded, it acts like a blade and keep on touching the surfaces of the cam ring. And at the center of the vane, the vanes are attached in the rotor, and the center of the rotor we have a shaft where we can take the power or we can extract the mechanical power from the shaft. And here we have two ports. One is high pressure port. Probably we can call it as high inlet port. And another one is a low pressure port. We can call it as a outlet port, which is connected to the tank. Then this rotor is not concentric with the cam ring, it is eccentric with the cam ring, so that the volume change can be obtained since it is placed at the eccentric. So what happens if both the cam ring and rotor is in concentric? So the motor won't run because the motor is operated based on the volume changing principle. Since we need to change the volume to run the motor, so that can be accomplished by creating eccentricity between the cam ring and the rotor. Coming to the working, the oil is taken from the reservoir and it is pressurized in the pump and it is sent to the direction control. So the direction control valve directs the fluid to the high pressure port and the pressurized oil enters the inside the cam ring and pushes the vane. Since the vane has some high pressure on one side, on the other hand, we have a low pressure. So probably it will move from high pressure to low pressure. So it rotates in a clockwise direction. So when then the oil is carried between the blades, that is called the chambers. Finally, it is sent to the low pressure side, and the low pressure side is connected to the tank or reservoir, and the fluid is bypassed to the reservoir. When you want to change the direction of rotation, you need to send the high pressure oil in this right hand side, that is low pressure port, so that the direction of the motor can be reversed. It will rotate in a counterclockwise direction. The force, I mean the torque is also varied by changing the pressure of the oil. and the speed of rotation is also varied by changing the flow rate of the hot. Since in one end we have a high pressure in the rotor, on the other end we have a low pressure, so the pressure is not perfectly balanced. So the rotor is in unbalanced state, so that's why it is called an unbalanced vane. And in this case, the vanes are loaded hydraulically instead of using springs. The oil is filled inside the vane, so which will act as a damping system to make extension and retraction of the vane. The references for this presentation: Fluid Power, authored by Anthony Esposito, published by Pearson Education, New Delhi in the year of 2003. The second reference, Fluid Mechanics and Hydraulic Machines, authored by R.K. Bansal, published by Lakshmi Publications, New Delhi in the year of 2021. In this lecture video, we have discussed about uh, vane motor. Under vane motor, we have an unbalanced vane motor, why it is called an unbalanced vane motor, and the applications of the motor, constructional features and working of them. I hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for